Hey everyone, I'm the Rusty Autoholic guy where you see every single nut and bolt that I work on. So today in this, what I'm hoping is a quick video. I'm going to be installing the radiator back into the Wrangler. I'm going to be installing the fan for it, which I'll show you here in a second. And I'm really excited about this. I'm hoping to hook up the upper and lower radiator hoses. Now, originally, I was thinking about installing this radiator here. This is out of a TJ that I parted out quite a long time ago, but the radiator looks brand new and I was very excited about it. But I kind of was eyeballing it and I went to put it in and it didn't fit. Turns out the radiators in TJ Wranglers are not completely centered in the grill. They are actually offset from the steering components, mainly the steering shaft going into the steering box. This being a right-hand drive, it actually has different brackets. So, with that said, I know this radiator works. It's not the nicest thing in the world. I'm probably gonna vacuum it real quick or blow it out, but it works and we're gonna use it. Now, the other thing I did find quite a long time ago, I am not gonna be putting a mechanical fan on this. What I found, I think it was on, it was actually on a forum. It was not on Craigslist. It was not on Facebook Marketplace. Was this. I found this Mishimoto electric fan, and it's actually designed for a TJ or a YJ Wrangler. Now, normally these are super expensive. I picked this up for like $60, and I was super excited to get it. Mostly because of how thin it is. But the other score and the reason why I'm trying to do this real quick tonight are the radiator hoses. Now the upper hose is pretty simple. Water neck here, come over to the radiator. I got this hose for it. It should be fine. I'm gonna have to cut it a little bit. Again, that's absolutely fine. Always buy a longer hose than you need, and that way you can make it fit. The trick was gonna be the lower radiator hose. Because of the position of the power steering pump, I actually have to come out past the power steering pump to go around the serpentine belt, and then I'm going to have to come back in to hit the radiator. And I found this. Now, my local parts store was amazing. I went in there, I told them I'm doing an engine swap and if I could just look at their hoses because nothing in their computer was going to fit. And they let me do it. And I found this, and I think this is going to work just about perfectly. The downside is these two hoses were almost $70. But anyway, I'm on a roll. The serpentine belt system's on. I've got the throttle linkage all figured out. So yeah, let's get to work and get this thing back together. Time lapse. Okay guys, so I made the mistake of saying this might be easy. It's not. And I've figured out what's going on with the fan. Let me see if I can show you real quick. Okay. Here, can't scratch this flawless paint job. So, here's a factory radiator for a left-hand drive. Here is the Mishimoto fan I got. Now, this might be slightly interesting, but if you notice, I think it's like that. Nope, I have it upside down. And this is getting dangerous. Anyway, the point being, this fan, when it's like this, will bolt up to all the bolt holes on those brackets, but those brackets are for a left-hand drive. I have a right-hand drive. This is not the end of the world. I can actually use it. I'm gonna flip it, tap this, and just install it on this. So it's gonna work. So I actually need to take this back off. Yes, this hose fits really tight, but it does come off. Great length. I was very optimistic on this hose apparently, because I really thought it exited right. And basically what I need is for it to do a right angle, come down, and then just come up a little bit, and I'll be able to use this. So this was an expensive hose. I'm gonna return it. This hose was like 17 bucks. So I had no problem cutting it. But anyway, yeah. So I'll be back in 3, 2. Okay, so first of all, the person with the key in 9 will notice it's now light outside, but whatever. So, went and got a different hose. This is really the trick in doing an engine swap, or these hoses that you just never think about. This is really close. I'm actually worried that this is too big. Actually, I'm almost positive it is. Have a couple of ideas. Not good ideas, but they're ideas. So we're gonna go back to time lapse and try to get this radiator taken care of. Time lapse. Okay guys, that's all I have for this episode. We're really making a ton of progress. The radiator's in, the upper radiator hose is in, and the bottom radiator hose is in. Now, I did make a slight mistake with the bottom radiator hose. This is the piece that I cut off. I should have cut it off here. And for anyone that's wondering, the hoses I used were both Dayco. The upper one is a 72169, and the one down there is a 71723. So if that bottom one gives me any more problems, I'll just go buy another one, cut it a little bit longer, and then reclamp it. But I've put the clamps on really tight. I've tried pulling them off and they're not going anywhere. But yeah, we're making a ton of progress real quick. The throttle linkage is figured out and it works. serpentine belt system is on and it works. I'm going to worry about the AC compressor next year sometime. I just need to get it running. Now the radiator is installed. We're making huge progress. So what's coming up next is I need to hook up the heater core. I have an idea on how to do it. I just haven't done it yet. The big thing I really need to do is plumb the cooling lines for the AW4 automatic. And I know a lot of y'all complained about where I installed that auxiliary transmission cooler. I have an idea on where I can move it, so I'm going to be looking into that. But I also need to plumb that into this radiator as well. Once that's done, need to hook up some electrical. And we need to finish running the fuel lines for the Kubota V2403. At that point, we can try starting it, and to me, that is very exciting. It's not going to be street legal. I still have not finished the interior, but that's all coming up. So anyway, leave a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't, you know what to do. And hey, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing to my channel. It really means the world to me. And if you have, as always, thank you, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Goodbye.